the Boy Time Podcast. It's gonna get lady time, yeah. It's your Boy Time Podcast coming in with a slam dunk of a theme song.
Haha, that's great. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Boy Time Podcast. It's your boy Mike Myers back at it again with another slam dunk of a podcast. As always, I'm joined by Baby and Paul.
Yeah, and that topic wasn't a very grand slam anyways. You didn't miss anything, audience.
What topic?
You just said haha.
Don't mind Paul.
Anyways, let's go.
Paul didn't get the joke.
I do the theme song before we start. So I'm going, haha, that's great, in reference to the theme song.
You just applauded your own theme song.
No. Oh, I don't.
I heard it means something if you play it backwards, so we'll do that.
That's true.
No, don't. It's too scary.
It's too much even for the creator.
It's too scary, okay? We were just talking about the new season of Black Mirror.
Indeed we were.
I don't know if you guys have seen Black Mirror, but if you've never seen it before, think like the Twilight Zone meets like some British television show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like future technology and what it would do.
Yeah.
It's like weird different technology, and then every episode's just the most messed up thing you could imagine.
That's true.
It's torture, but I love it.
So they just released the new season, it only has 3 episodes, which they haven't done since the first season.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind. I didn't really like the Miley Cyrus one.
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't like my favorite one.
No.
The second one, which that one was so freaking good.
That was amazing.
Why is Topher Grace like he doesn't get enough like attention?
Yeah.
Like he's a good actor.
That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I feel bad that like I went to the first one and then I watched the third one because I wanted to see what Miley Cyrus was gonna do. And then I completely skipped over the best episode of the season.
Yeah, that one's like up there with one of the best ones in the series. Like just everybody's acting like in that was just like great. So superb.
And it was like they had funny moments in it, which was good. But
yeah,
it was intense. It was good.
I feel like it did a good job of like encapsulating like how it would feel, like on both sides.
Yeah.
I guess I should kind of explain what happens. Basically, there's this guy, and there's this company called Smithereens, which is basically like Facebook, kinda, I think.
Facebook and Twitter mix type thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so this guy's an Uber driver, and he just kind of like waits outside of the company for someone who works in the company to come out and take a ride, and then he kidnaps the first one that works there. But like it gets really intense as like the guy's revealed just to be like an intern, and like his whole plan is like falling apart, so he has to like improv, and then like the police get involved, and it's crazy. But
it's basically like an hour-long stand-up.
Pretty much. But Topher Grace is Mark Zuckerberg, and
yeah, he's great.
He's so good, man. And like the first one was just that one like took me for
yeah, I'm like, where are they going with this? It was like, okay, I thought I got the story within the first half an hour, and then they completely flipped it like 3 different times.
Mm-hmm. So
it's definitely one of the weirder ones.
Yeah, we'll discuss the twist, and if you want spoilers, you can we're gonna do the happy Chevy Chase, or it'll be an angry Chevy Chase. If it's an angry Chevy Chase, then that means we're still talking about it. And if it's a happy Chevy Chase, that means that we are no longer talking about it. That's usually that's what we did when we did Endgame.
Yeah. Good thinking.
So basically just the episode starts out, and it's Falcon from Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
And he and his like girlfriend at the time are like, they're macking out, they're doing the sex. and then
Can't say that.
yeah, I can. And then it's a biological term. And then his buddy, they play like Street Fighter pretty much after they're done. And then it's like 20 years later, and Falcon is married and stuff. And then the dude comes over for his like 40th birthday, and he's like, "Hey man, I got you Street Fighter 10, but it's not called Street Fighter 10." And it has the VR thing, which is the thing from like the first season of Black Mirror, where it's like you can like turn back the time and stuff. And he's like, "Whoa man, that's crazy." And then they try it out later that night, and basically it's just like, it's the fighting game, but it's like you're in the fighting game, and you can feel everything that the other person, like that your avatar, I guess, would feel. And so they're like punching each other, and it's going hard, and then all of a sudden they just start like making out, and then it's just like, what is happening? So
that's usually what happens in video games. They just make out, because why not?
Yeah, it's like, and then they just like start banging each other in Street Fighter. It's like the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the weirdest episode ever.
But it was good.
It's weirder than the pig one.
Oh, it's so much weirder than the pig one.
But it's good though.
It's good. It's like better than the pig one. That one's like one of the worst ones.
I hate the pig one.
Ugh.
I vaguely remember the pig one. Can you
I hate it.
remind my gears?
Yeah, so basically the first episode of Black Mirror, if you're watching Black Mirror, don't start with the first episode, start with the well, I guess not the newest season anymore. Last season, first episode, the USS McAllister.
Yes,
that's a good one.
That's a great intro.
That's a good one to start. Basically the first episode is like the Prime Minister of the UK is getting blackmailed for the life of like one of the princesses. And he has to bang a pig on like live TV, or else she dies.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting.
Like the ending is kind of like it's like the only good part, where it's like, oh, like the repercussions, which I feel like that's always the best part of these Black Mirrors, where it's like something big happens, and then it's like written by Charlie Brooker, and then it does the...
That happens all the time.
What?
It happens all the time. I
Well,
don't know
yeah.
how I feel about it.
Just the something big happening?
No, and then like the credits roll immediately after.
Oh, yeah, it just like cuts, and then it'll do like intersperse of like clips.
Yeah.
So like that one's like he and his wife are still together, but like once they're home, like the wife like takes off the wedding ring, and she doesn't talk to him. Which, I mean, like, man, that I didn't even think about that. Like,
Yeah.
It always leaves you like that, where it's just like, man, why you gotta do that? It's like one of the most consistent like series that it does that, which is like, oh, come on, I didn't see that
Yeah,
coming.
pretty much.
And even when it's like, oh yeah, I know this is gonna be Street Fighter, it's like, nope, they bang into video game.
And they're two dudes that are both straight.
Yeah, that's very important that they're both straight, but like one of the dudes is a female in the game, and so then they bang that way, and it's like somehow, I don't know how that would work.
Okay, you guys need to show me this, because this is...
Okay, we can watch it.
We can watch it.
I actually probably need to see the first and the second one again, just because.
It'd probably be easier viewing the first one again, seeing if there's anything that I missed.
The best part about it is like, it's like a year after. Oh no, Friends. Sorry,
You're doing so good.
Netflix auto played. It's like a year after the birthday party, and since then Falcon had like kind of broken it off. I mean, if we're gonna watch it, why do I? It's just funny because the guy says that he bangs the polar bear character. It's kind of funny.
It was funny, but I wasn't laughing because it was a tense moment.
It was like he was like pouring his guts out, man. It was like
It's
a
weird because
moment.
it's literally the most like out there and insane concept, but you like get into it and you just like sympathize with the people. And I'm like, what the heck am I
It's
doing?
like, yeah, they don't deserve it, but you're still like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Just lay off them. I felt that way about the John Hamm one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would suck. I didn't even think about
one
that.
of the best episodes.
Remind me of the John Hamm one.
I don't think we watched the John Hamm one. That one's long.
Okay, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that one's like, what, hour and a half?
Yeah. I mean, all of the ones in this one were an hour and a half, weren't they?
The Miley Cyrus one felt like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's long. And it wasn't even like... The acting was bad. It was just kind of like, yeah, I've seen this before.
It was a not very Black Mirror-ish episode.
Yeah. Well,
Besides the whole drugging and being in a coma thing. It
Yeah.
wasn't very Black Mirror-y.
Well, even like the whole like Miley Cyrus is the droid, like that
Yeah.
that had been done in like season 2,
Yeah.
where the like husband dies and then she orders like his like replacement body,
Mm-hmm.
or even
Oh,
like
yeah.
Or when the woman gets put in the man's head.
yeah exactly, like it'd been done before and much stronger
Yeah.
in those two, so.
That episode was basically just like a giant metaphor.
Well, the whole thing, I think I heard somewhere that like Miley Cyrus helped write it, so it was like her
That makes sense,
experience in the music industry.
Right.
But I don't think her dad, which was the one who was overseeing all that, would drug her. I mean, maybe he would be like, "Hey, maybe
I
don't
think it's
make
all
Wrecking
metaphorical.
Ball."
Yeah.
Maybe like the first part where like he
It's
was
more
"Oh,
like
yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
cool."
drain you everything we have and then just leave you to die type thing.
Yeah,
That's business.
but
as
even
usual,
then,
in a way.
Hotel
Record labels will
California
find
did that.
people, and then they'll just like release 2 things and then they'll not allow them to release anything else because they're under contract.
Yeah, it sucked.
Whoa.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad episode. It just wasn't. It was kind of underwhelming.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as the pig one or crocodile, but
True.
I don't think I saw the crocodile one either.
crocodile was the black and white one.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
That's enough, not enough to make me remember it, but oh
There's not much to remember from it. A lady runs
okay.
We didn't
robots
watch it.
black and white for like an hour.
Yeah,
And a half.
I wouldn't remember.
Then I think she just ends up dying in the end. I don't remember.
Maybe, I don't know. I still haven't finished it. It's the only one I haven't seen.
Yeah. It's very underwhelming.
Yeah.
It was definitely a change of pace because like the other ones are like really hard to watch. So then I just watched that one. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and that's like a really strong season too.
Yeah.
That's
That
season
season's
4.
insane.
Is it? But yeah, because... Oh wait, never mind. The bad one is Metalhead.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That does sound familiar.
Crocodile.
What was Crocodile?
Oh, that's the one that it starts out and then it's like a car accident and then like she's like tries to hide it and then it's like 20 years later and then like one of the insurance investigators can like link into your mind to see if you've done anything bad and,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then like she gets found out that way.
Yeah.
That one was, yeah, but that one was the season with Black Museum. You got Archangel. That one was hard to watch. The USS
I remember
Callister.
those two.
That one's really good.
Hang the DJ, I really like. That one was
Oh.
kind of cheesy, but I liked that one.
We'd have to make like a Black Mirror tier list.
I mean, we can.
Because that's like, yeah.
Okay.
Rank the episodes. It's cool to rank them because they're all their own story and that kind of thing.
I think they all have different directors too, but they're all written by Charlie Brooker.
But you can tell it's the same show.
Yeah. I don't know what else Charlie Brooker has done. Apparently he's like a newsman.
Oh.
Charlie Brooker's Weekly Wipe.
Nice.
Okay.
Is he a British man?
Yeah.
That explains.
He was born in Reading, United Kingdom.
Oh.
Nice.
I too read the United Kingdom.
I still think season 4 is like the best season.
Well, yeah. Because this one's so short. Unless they, like,
Short.
Unless they do one of those memes where it's like they release half a season and then they release a second half. I don't think that's what they're doing.
I don't think that's the case. Because they just had Bandersnatch like 6 months ago.
That's true. Which
was
wasn't horrible, but
No.
you know,
I like what they were doing with that.
they're experimenting.
Yeah. I hope they come back to that eventually with better writing. Because
Yeah.
that did get hard at times because you'd have to like choose. But I wish your choices made more of an impact.
Yeah, that would be cool. So
Because
like,
it got intense in that room.
Yeah,
It did.
But it was just the three of us, wasn't it? Just
Yeah.
doing that.
and
Maybe one more.
Babjab. No, Babjab wasn't there.
No, Babjab wasn't there.
Was it Kyle? I don't
No.
know.
No.
I think it was Alex's cousin or
Oh,
something.
that's right. He was there for a bit, but then
Oh
he left.
yeah. Yeah, I don't remember him at all.
It's a cool way to engage into it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the interactive stuff. Especially with Black Mirror, because Black Mirror creeps you out so many times.
Yeah. It's nice to watch it with
Yeah.
people.
Yes. I feel like that would have been a lot scarier doing it alone.
Probably. But. Oh well. Well, I can. I don't know. I can set up a tier list later.
Later. E3 was kind of a letdown.
Just because I know.
Well, Sony wasn't there.
Yeah, Sony. Oh, we knew
Which
Sony wasn't
sucked.
gonna be there.
I know. Still some
Come
change
on,
of fact that I
Keanu
won.
Reeves.
I mean,
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves was there, yeah.
He was a cutie.
I am excited for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that trailer looked dope.
Yeah.
I was like less excited when it was like a first person because I knew like very little about it, and I thought it was gonna be like Witcher, where it was like a third person game, but apparently it's all first person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, oh, okay.
Looks really good.
It looks cool, like, and I like you know, I like Keanu Reeves. I know it's like overdone now.
Yeah, everybody loves him all of a sudden. But
Like, come on, I like this guy already. I liked him from Bill and Ted. Okay,
yeah.
There you go.
stop cramping my style. Well, he was good in The Matrix
I
too.
bet half of these people that are loving on Keanu don't even know him from Bill and Ted.
Shaking my head.
What's Bill and Ted?
Well, everybody knows him from John Wick,
Yeah.
from Fortnite.
From Fortnite, yeah. Obviously, he's not anything else. Just John Wick Fortnite.
They are making a new Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how that's gonna go.
It's not gonna go good.
No, probably not. But Bill from Bill and Ted is a director now, or a producer. So like he doesn't act. So maybe
he doesn't
could,
act anymore?
No.
Okay.
He directed Ben 10 Alien Swarm. wait.
Heck yeah.
We're in good hands, folks.
Wait a minute. No, okay, I just wanted to make sure because he's credited on Smosh the Movie. Wanted to make sure he didn't direct Smosh the Movie.
This guy's got a lot of good movies down his belt.
What did he do with Smosh the Movie?
Everything.
He did everything. It rolls and all.
Okay, I don't know what he did for Smosh. Oh no, never mind. He did direct Smosh the Movie.
Nice.
Dang it, Alex Winter. How could
What?
you
That's
do
the
this?
best movie that I never saw.
It's not good. But whatever. You know, the second one wasn't good either. The second one is like the worst. I don't know why they did that. The Bogus
know.
Journey. I've
The
heard
first one was good.
I've heard like a couple people say that they prefer Bogus Journey, and I'm like, how?
I haven't seen it, but I'm taking your word for it.
Don't.
Things like that don't have good sequels. It's just a fact. It's like Dumb and Dumber 2.
Exactly.
You can't. Lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's not even like a little bit that's good about it.
No.
But,
What were we talking about? E3?
yeah, because we were talking about Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple things. I liked Banjo-Kazooie was in Smash.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
I was very pumped about that.
Breath of the Wild sequel.
Breath of the Wild sequel. I mean, I already knew that was happening, but it was nice to see that first look.
Officially.
It looked scary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that right now. Dark Crystal, the video game. Gotta give props to where props are due. That's gonna be epic. Doom looked good.
Yes, it did.
I like Doom. I don't
Doom
know
was
what
the only
else.
good thing out of Bethesda's conference.
That's true.
Besides Todd Howard slamming his own company.
That's true. He did do that a lot.
Well, I mean, after last year, you kind of have to.
Yeah. Well, what else even came out last year that Bethesda made? Just Fallout,
I think
right?
76 was the big one. I think that's about it.
Unless like Wolfenstein 2 came out in like January, but I don't think so.
I think that came out the year prior. I think they're just updating it still.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I've heard that is a good one.
it's fun. Yeah. I don't think I ever beat it, but like it starts getting trippy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Outer Worlds game looks good.
Did they do a gameplay thing for it?
Yeah, they did a little bit of it.
I mean,
It
I'm down.
looks like a combination of Borderlands and Fallout.
Wow, that sounds good to me.
It does. It looks very nice. So
But
you
is
take the
that-
Borderlands art style and you combine it with Fallout, so it's got like nice like ray tracing and stuff, but it's still kind of cartoony and colorful.
Oh, good.
So I'm hoping that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Oblivion, or not Oblivion, Obsidian. I think that's what
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Oblivion, Obsidian, same thing.
Oblivion's a good game too.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Animal
else?
Crossing's delayed until next year, but I
What?
can wait. I can wait, I guess.
on.
I'll be patient with them.
I love Animal
I've learned
Crossing.
to be patient with games that I want.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
me.
I would rather have like a game be delayed than have it come out next year and have it be
Yeah.
trash.
Looking at you, Fallout.
Looking at you, literally everything Ubisoft
Literally every
has
other
made.
AAA game.
Are you excited for Watch Dogs 3?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can be Killer Grandma.
That's the best part.
I can't wait to see how buggy that game's gonna be.
It's gonna
considering
be
it's
so
a
bad.
Ubisoft game, and that you can play as any NPC.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be just
it's gonna
maybe
be
the first
so
Watch
bad.
Dogs game I get.
I will give them credit where credit is due. They did have a Zodiac Killer DLC in the last one.
That's true.
And you can also
They
get the
didn't take
last
themselves
one for
very
like
seriously, which was nice.
$8.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. It's Ubisoft. Come on.
I think the rest of Ubisoft was just Tom Clancy everything. And they brought a dog out on the stage, which was kind of cool.
What?
Oh,
When did they do that?
now I need to watch that.
I don't know. Some point during their conference.
Why'd they bring a dog out?
Probably for Tom Clancy something or other. I don't know.
Tom Clancy is dead.
It's Tom Clancy's dog.
He's dead. He doesn't have a dog.
He does
That's what
now.
you think.
It's what Tom Clancy wants you to think.
He doesn't want me to think anything. He's dead.
He's dead.
Hey, future me.
Tom
put up-
Clancy's probably turning over in his grave about how many games they're making of his that all suck.
That's true. He's just
Besides
an author.
Siege.
Why did
Siege is
they?
good.
Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you didn't like that one.
Well, it's a good game.
Oh.
I don't like it. Because I don't like peeking an angle for 2 minutes and then getting shot in the head.
Oh. Yeah. I can't get into that.
Yeah. It's like CS, but you slow it down a whole bunch and you give everybody different abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not down with it.
Yeah.
But I like watching it sometimes. Because which one do we have, Paul? Wildlands?
Ghost Recon
Recon,
Wildlands.
Ghost
Yeah. That game's... It was fun, but it got so repetitive so fast.
Yeah, I got like twice farther in than you did, but I still didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I easily could have like
Story
20 hours
sucks.
before when I get to it, but
Yeah, story sucks. All the missions are repetitive. There's a lot of guns, which is good, but
oh yeah,
that's about it.
I don't know. I like sniping in that game for some reason.
Yeah.
I just like the snipping. Meanwhile, you and Grant will just charge in. I spend like 10 minutes just slowly sniping people in places that they won't be found. Then you just charge in.
Oh, wait, there was an actual good developer thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Devolver Digital.
Oh.
They always
Devolver
kill
always
it.
does stuff. Yeah.
They always do just like the best.
Uh-huh.
But they just released a game like right after their like panel thing, which is just like a pre-made video.
Mhm.
It's called Devolver Bootleg, and it's like a
oh,
whole.
that's what that is.
It's a whole thing about the Epic Store. And it's like, oh, everybody's making their own store nowadays, so now we're gonna make our own store, and we're just gonna bootleg our own games, and it's gonna be $5 on Steam, and we're gonna put it on sale for 1% off. So
That's what that
it
is.
saves you 5 cents.
Nice.
But it's
I
like
was just looking at this Steam
You know what
store
is-
one day, and I don't watch E3, and then I just see that, and I'm like, what?
They always squeeze the Devolver in like at the last possible spot, and it's always like some weird pre-made video. And they just like don't take anything seriously. It's great.
man, I love Devolver.
Uh-huh.
They're so good. Like they do that, and then they make Hotline Miami.
Yeah. Which is a masterpiece.
It's so good. Like they made Hotline Miami, Bro Force. They made the
Oh.
Gungeon game. They announced the release date for My Friend Pedro. That game's
Yeah.
gonna be sick. Man, they made Genital Jousting.
Like,
They make
yeah.
Mod Your Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made Serious Sam. Like they've done like everything.
Nice.
But
This is the meme studio
they're
that also has masterpieces.
like they just come out of nowhere. They're like,
Yeah.
hey guys, do you want to play Hatoful Boyfriend, the bird dating sim? Yeah, we'll make that real quick.
We need to play that, boys.
No,
No.
I don't
Okay.
wanna.
Yeah, but
No, I think My Friend Pedro comes out in 6 days. I don't know how that game's gonna play. Like it looks really complicated because it's like it looks like you're almost like twin sticking it while you're moving because like you're shooting 2 pistols at a time. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just looks fun because you can shoot the frying pan and the bullets come off of it. It looks epic.
I think they showcased that last year.
Huh?
I think they showcased that last year for a few minutes.
Yeah, and then they were like, it's gonna
Looked
come
really
out in
good.
June, and then like we didn't hear anything about
Next
it.
June.
And then in that Devolver thing, like it just like showed a banana on a chair, and it was just
Yeah.
like, get on the hype train. And then it zoomed out to a calendar. It's like June 20th.
Nice.
Go the banana. I don't know. I don't know anything about it except it just looks fun.
Yeah, it did look pretty cool.
So I don't know.
I just want Sony's panel whenever they're gonna do their stupid thing.
Yeah, when are they gonna do that?
I need that because
that-
I know what's coming.
Wait, what's the next one? Is it like PAX? Is that in
Yeah.
July?
They said they're doing their own thing.
Oh, they aren't doing E3 like ever?
No,
Oh,
at least not this year. They pulled out from it, which was the stupidest decision ever.
so they're just gonna do Sony?
So they're doing like some live stream, I think, just randomly.
Oh,
I hope it's soon.
with what? Just Last of Us? Are they gonna do a Sony Direct?
Yeah, they're gonna do a Sony Direct. That's pretty much what they're doing
Oh,
with all their stuff.
come on,
But
Nintendo
that
already
seems
does
so
that.
stupid because they're probably gonna announce a new game console since Xbox announced theirs.
Oh man, I don't want to get a PlayStation.
And I know what's
5.
coming. They're gonna release The Last of Us release date.
And then they're gonna put it on a new console, so you have to get it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Even for The Last of Us?
I'd have to.
Yeah, I know.
That's the issue. They better not do that. That'd be the scummiest thing ever. The only reason I have a PS4 right now is to play that game.
Yeah.
And I might get Death Stranding too.
That's
Because I have no clue what's happening.
Oh, I want to get that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get the God of Wars. Because that last one was so much fun.
Yeah.
So good. It was like Up, but Kratos. I mean, that's like the best way I can describe it. And I mean, there's no flying house, but there is a flying axe.
That's true.
There you go.
You can just
Same
recall
purpose.
it. The whoosh move is the best part. You can just throw it. It goes whoosh, 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 whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's very epic.
The E3 cringe wasn't as big this year.
Yeah, I know. It was bad. It was kind of cringy.
I'm okay with it, I guess.
I'm not. That was the whole reason. EA got rid of the guy.
Yeah, they did.
That made me so angry because I love that guy. The FIFA go. That's the best.
That was so bad though.
I know it was so bad, but it was funny.
I can handle some doses of cringe, but other ones I'm just like, no. I can't do it. Why are you doing this to yourself?
So what was funny was he did something like that the year before, and EA was like, yeah, we could just do it again. And then he does that. And like, okay, that's where we draw the line. Come on. The
Was it
other guy
last year where that guy completely messed up with the Need for Speed thing?
Nah, was it last year? I feel like that was 2 years ago.
It felt like 2 years ago.
I think it was. I think we were
That
back
was like
still in high
rock
school.
bottom of the cringe.
Yeah, Jesse Wellens, prank versus prank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they got him to do that.
I don't know. Well, they got Joey Graceffa this year.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
He's not even a real gamer like the Boy Time podcast.
Yeah, we're real gamers. Check out our gaming channel that doesn't exist.
It's called...
Man, movie channel.
Oh, don't insinuate anything. I don't want to make another channel.
Nah. I'd
How
be
we
running
get-
that channel to make one.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck yeah. Alright, he said it. We're getting a
I don't know
gaming
what we would
channel. We'll
play.
have a set date soon. Expect that.
We're only playing Hatoful Boyfriend.
I don't know if we can play that on YouTube.
Why not?
I mean, I'm sure there's a safe mode. I don't know if we can have
Isn't
nudity
that just
on
the one where
scene.
you date pigeons?
What do you mean nudity? It's pigeons.
Oh, that's the pigeon one?
You're just dating pigeons. I don't think there's nudity.
I mean, the pigeons don't wear clothes, Paul.
That's true.
I mean, children have already looked at how many
Hey.
I think they'll be fine.
Can't say that.
Whoa, wow. That's a funny thing you just said, Paul.
Wow. Yeah.
Can't say
You can't
that.
say that. You can't say that on the Boy Time podcast.
Nah.
Unless you're Grant.
I don't think Grant said it on the Boy Time podcast or ever.
He would have, though.
Oh, he said it.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did?
Okay. Never mind. He didn't.
I'm not gonna oust him on the podcast, okay? He's not a racist.
Okay.
Is he?
What do you mean, is he?
Nah.
Wow,
Let's just
Paul.
move on.
No, Paul. We're getting into this. Why did you say is he?
Do I really have to say the word?
Yes.
Alright, there's the awkward silence.
We're waiting.
Into silence, play some wind chimes.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yeah, it's nice and relaxing.
Yeah. That's what we're all about here. Is a nice, relaxing podcast.
Yeah,
Can this game be over, please?
I'm trying.
This is too stressful.
We're half an hour in.
Half an hour in. It is Game 6 of the NBA Finals currently, if anybody's wondering.
Oh.
But it's Game 7 of the Stanley Cup was yesterday, and the Blues
Yeah,
won.
The Blues won.
Whoa!
I'm so happy for them.
Me too.
I don't
Good
know.
for them.
Yeah, I've never heard of the Blues in my life, actually.
They're St. Louis.
I've seen the logo, but
They're blue.
I didn't know. Yeah, I knew the Bruins. It says Boston.
Boston Bruins. Yeah,
Sports, man.
my manager was very excited.
Good.
Speaking of, I went to Shane's house today.
Yeah.
And we played Beat Saber. But it was for the PlayStation, so it didn't have the downloadable songs.
That's stupid.
But there's like, they released packs for it, and I don't know if he bought it or if they're free, but they have like these like song packs that'll come out of like, you know, whenever they update. So there's like the main songs, and there's song pack 2, and there's extras, which has Crab Rave in it, so you know I played that first.
Of course.
And then they had like some like dubstep guy I had never heard of had a pack, and then Imagine Dragons had a pack. So you'd best know I played Thunder second. That one was hard. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Radioactive, and then I like lost immediately. And I'm like, what the heck, this is hard. Why is it Radioactive the hardest one? Made me angry.
Man, I don't get that. Can't you just like on the PC version just get those pay songs for free, and then it's just no reason to get the PlayStation version?
I mean, yeah, because you can just download it.
Why?
If you have like the HTC one, you can just, isn't it like workshop stuff now? Right?
Maybe.
I mean, that's how we did it.
Yeah.
It would just like, Grant was just like, here, just pick any song here, and it was like literally every song I had ever heard of was right there. It's like I played Phil Collins.
Like Home Hero, where people will chart them and put them up there.
Yeah, like someone charted the whole Shrek movie to beat
Home Hero should get on Steam.
Yeah.
It'd be so much easier to download songs.
That's true. Yeah, they should. Why don't they do that?
I don't know if Activision would get on them for that.
Probably.
I mean, you wouldn't have to charge for it. It's free already. But...
Yeah. Brother.
There is 0.9 seconds left in this game. The Raptors are up by 1.
Do you think they're gonna score a basket?
I hope nobody scores a basket. I hope it just ends.
I hope they score a basket.
The Warriors just need to lose, and then we can be done.
Did they score the basket?
I don't know. It takes like 3 minutes for 5 seconds to go by in a basketball game in the last 2 minutes.
It's so tense.
It's very tense right now.
So anyways, we went to Khaki Bob's after, right?
Ooh.
And this guy, I'm like, yeah, there's a wall of flame right there. Which, if you guys don't know what Khaki Bob is, there's this like wall, and then it has like 8 hot sauces on the like table right next
They're
to
all
it.
barbecue, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all like hot barbecue sauces. And then on the wall, there's like a flame next to the name of each of the hot sauces, and like how many flames there are is how spicy it is. And so this guy gets a cup of the most spicy one, and he dips his finger in, and he's like, "Oh, that's not too bad." And then he chugs the whole thing, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm going to die."
Yeah.
And then he takes a drink from his Gatorade Fierce Grape, and he's like, that does not help. So then he went, and then he got like the 4 Flam one, and then he chugged that, and he's like, that did not help either. And I'm like, why would you think that would help?
I'm going to suppress it by taking it down a notch.
And then he just ate a chicken tendy, and he was like, oh, that's all better.
Nice.
And then he
here we go.
Oh, did they score a basket?
Oh, it's over, boy.
Did they score a basket?
Yes, they did.
Good.
Woo! Thank God. Bye-bye, Warriors. Never come back, please. Drake's gonna be so happy.
It's this Drake's team that won?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You gotta put a picture of smiling Drake on the TV now.
No, I'm putting a picture of angry Drake.
Okay. Now I feel better about my team.
Why? Because Drake won.
No, because the team won the whole thing. The team that beat us.
Oh.
They won the whole thing. So.
Oh. And do you root for the San Francisco Jaguars?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what they
I
play.
root for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh. Well, basic.
Basically the same thing. Basic.
Man, imagine living in a state where there's a like major league team in and rooting for them instead of rooting for the Miami Dolphins. What an idiot.
That's pretty true.
Why would you root for anything besides the Miami Dolphins?
They're so cute. They have like neon blue uniforms. Future me put up a picture of a Miami Dolphin.
They're like aquamarine.
Yeah, they're cute. Plus, the guy who owns them is a nice, what is he, like Indian? Isn't he a nice Indian man?
Who?
The guy who owns the Miami Dolphins.
I don't know. I'm not an owner.
Guy who owns the Miami Dolphins. Post. Stephen Ross. Yeah, he's a nice man. What's this guy? Man, he's 78. Man, didn't we watch a video on this guy in our freaking marketing class, baby?
I'm sure we did.
The Miami man? I remember it. But I thought he like immigrated here from like. No.
It could have been the Miami Heat.
Okay, no, it was football.
Oh, it was football.
Okay, it must
The
have
Jaguars, also a team in Florida that the same color scheme,
maybe
almost.
because this guy was born in Detroit. No, the guy we watched a video on was the.
They could have changed them too.
No, this guy's 78 that I'm looking at. There's no way.
Oh dang.
Jacksonville Jaguar. Owner man. Oh, they're cute too. Yes. Oh, that's definitely not him. This guy looks like the Pringles man, but Pakistani, because that's where he's from.
Oh,
Nice.
I like him. I'm gonna post a picture. This guy's name is Shahid Khan.
There's 0.9 seconds back on the clock. That's interesting.
Why? To Drake pay them?
Because they have to do free throws. Because someone fouled him at the very last second.
Oh, maybe this is the guy. This guy looks very cute. Here's a picture.
Yeah, that kind of looks like the man.
Yeah, what a nice
A
man.
nice mustache.
Oh, I like this version of him. Post these pictures, why don't you, future me? He's so cute. I like them. I like
There we
this.
go. Now they're officially the champions.
Why did they put 9 seconds back?
Because someone fouled them and they had to review it, and then the Raptors got to shoot 2 more free throws, and then it was over.
Oh.
It's stupid basketball stuff.
why even try him, alright?
They always do that. The last 2 minutes of a basketball game takes 20 minutes.
Oh.
I'm so happy. That's gonna make it scary next year because we're gonna have to play them to get to the finals.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Drake's gonna be up on our face again.
Just send Drake the Gus Johnson video.
Yeah. Then he'll make a diss track on Gus Johnson.
I would love
And Gus
that.
Johnson will reveal that he has indeed another child he's been hiding.
Oh man. They would just like the Chris Hansen thing. It's like Drake would make the diss track and then he would just like come on the camera and then Gus Johnson would be like, Drake!
Drake!
Oh man, now I want to see it. Speaking of Drake, we just watched the Cat in the Hat movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
It was
It was
good.
great.
It was good.
It was as good as I remember.
Yeah, I don't know why it has like a 7%.
And Rotten Tomatoes hates everything, so
That's true.
you know.
Me and Paul are still in the rabbit.
Really?
We're just
Oh
looking
wait,
at each
I.
other. It just says howdy.
Howdy.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Oh, come on, Paul. Why'd you leave me?
Cause you made me feel. You made me feel scared.
Brand new. That's
I'm
gonna be
brand
the
new
song.
scared.
That's gonna be the song this week. I'll know exactly what song I'm referencing right now, and nobody else will.
Okay.
Until the freaking end of the podcast.
Heartburn.
Good. What else happened?
It was my birthday
Oh
yesterday.
yeah, it was.
It was.
I'm officially 21. I can buy you all
Yay.
tequila.
Thank you.
Nice.
We did not say that.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Uh,
Just blame him.
Good thing I'll be 21 on Saturday. Am I right?
I know.
I
Yeah.
think Paul's already 25.
Heck yeah.
That does explain
Paul's the oldest of all of us.
I'm literally a 90s kid.
Mm-hmm.
Barely.
Paul, what was your favorite 90s cartoon?
Simpsons.
Pokemon.
Doesn't count. That's an anime. Kill them.
Kill him. Alright, Paul, but is Hey Arnold or Rocket Power better?
Nobody
Hey Arnold
remembers
was pretty
Rocket
scary.
Power.
I remember Rocket Power, okay.
Yeah, I had no clue what Rocket Power is, but Hey Arnold was pretty scary.
You remember Rocket Power?
No.
Come on, Paul.
I remember the hecking Smurfs, but it was the Smurfs underwater. And
The
I don't remember what it's
Snorks.
called. Snorks.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Snorks.
We already talked about
Now
that.
that was a jam. I never watched any of it, but it was a jam.
Anybody remember the freaking Hidden Temple Nickelodeon show?
Yes.
Was that
my
like
jam.
the parkour thing?
Yeah,
Was that when they were doing
I
like
watched
real shows? Like in real?
Yeah. it was great.
I watched that so much at my grandma's house in the morning when we had breakfast. It was
You're supposed to be
very
making a
nice.
movie on it, apparently.
I've
Oh.
heard that.
It's
There was
literally
that one guy in the parkour courses that would just jump out and just
Yeah.
grab the kids and take them back. Well, there they go.
Oh, what'd you post? That statue too scary.
Push his eyes. No knee. Push.
Man, I could easily complete that course.
Yeah, that was the best show.
Yeah, it was pretty lit.
Besides Hey Arnold,
I never watched Hey Arnold.
I watched
I
it
watched-
a little bit. I watched
the
Rocket
one-
Power more than I watched Hey Arnold.
Isn't that the spin-off of Hey Arnold?
I think it's the same creators.
Oh. It's the Planet Sheen of the Hey Arnold universe.
Yeah, instead of like inner city like Hey Arnold, it's just like coastal California or something. Everybody's just longboarding and having a good old time.
The one episode of Hey Arnold I watched was in Spanish class. It was in Spanish and it was about Day of the Dead.
Nice. Did you understand anything that they were saying?
It had subtitles, so yes.
Oh, good.
I think we got like halfway through too. We started watching it with like 15 minutes left in class.
Subs over dubs.
Oh heck yeah!
Apparently, that's the good way to do it. The dude on the plane yesterday was watching JoJo the whole way.
Was he?
Yeah, it was pretty epic.
Or are you looking over here and there and getting this?
Occasionally. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's like a really weird art style.
It does. It's like kind of unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so masculine, but like they move so weird.
It's all on Netflix. I don't know if I want to see it though.
People do a lot of different things on planes, but sitting next to me and watching anime for 2 hours was not one of them that I thought I was going to run into.
Nice.
I don't really watch anything on planes anymore. Unless it's like a long boy flight over the ocean or something.
Oh.
Have you even done that, Babs?
No. I went to the Dominican and I watched the
Close
first
enough.
half of Terminator,
Just the first
and then the
half.
plane landed and I never finished it because I didn't feel like I needed to.
Oh.
It was like the new one. I forgot what it was called. Like Genesis or something.
Terminator Genesis,
Yeah.
the worst one.
Yeah.
The one with the young Arnold.
Yes.
Or no, it was old Arnold.
Older Arnold, and then like I don't even remember it. It wasn't good,
Mm-mm.
which is good because I never finished it and I didn't feel the need to. because our flights, because we had to fly to Atlanta,
Mhm.
which was like 2 hours. Then we had to fly from Atlanta to Richmond, so that was like an hour and a half. So like I just didn't want to watch any movies because I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna watch this and I'm not gonna finish it, and then I'm gonna like be mad.
Mhm. Yeah, I
So I just
guess.
listens to podcasts the whole way.
The Boy Time podcast.
Of course. No. I found a pretty good podcast.
The Boy Time podcast.
Yes. Other than the Boy Time podcast.
The other Boy Time podcast, which
No.
does not
The other one.
exist.
Not yet. No. Not
It
right
does
here.
not exist.
Don't say yet. It's called Dissect.
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 Yeah.
Dissect. It's basically a dude that like it's a one person podcast and he just like dissects albums. So like he did To Pimp a Butterfly and he does every song a 30-minute analysis of every single song. And there's 16 songs and for 3 of the songs he does hour-long analysis.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
So I was just listening to that on the plane. It's really good.
My god.
It's beautiful. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I don't know how you.
It's
even do
crazy.
that. It
For
just
a lot of them,
sounds
it felt
good.
like he could keep going, but he cuts himself off at a half an hour. It's
Jeez.
very good. See, is that one? I think he has a Kanye album. Yeah, he has a Kanye album. Frank Ocean. And Tyler, the Creator albums. So he just dissects the albums and goes through, like, he'll go line by line. He'll go through who produced it, what the context is, how it fits into the story. And, like, he'll go into every single historical reference that's mentioned. He'll explain everything. It's really cool.
Wow.
I feel like you really have to be into the whole music concept and everything, and really care about what you're listening to like even want to listen to this,
Oh yeah.
because it's 30 minutes of just the same song and he's just going through everything.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
It was very interesting. It's like I tried to figure it out by myself and then I listened to this guy go through it and do everything, and I was way off. Not way off, but
I mean, you could have a different interpretation than this guy.
no, yeah, I do in some parts, but for the most part, I kind of had an idea, but he kind of helped me realize what I was thinking, because it gets jumbled up.
Oh.
And then he's like, okay, this means this, and this fits into the album in this way, because he like breaks it up into like 4 parts that I didn't even realize that there was like different parts of it until he explained it. I'm like, wow, I
Oh.
feel like I should be taking notes or something. It made the flight go fast though.
Yeah, podcasts will do that if it's
Yeah.
something you're really interested in.
You have to be like a music nerd to even like attempt to listen to it. But other than that, I just listen to music on planes. I try to get window seat so I can just look out at the clouds.
Nice.
Man. I cannot do the window seat,
You
man.
can't.
It hurts my neck.
Oh yeah, it hurts my neck too, but I'm not sitting in the aisle.
Well, the aisle's the best seat.
I don't like the aisle.
I'm the only one that prefers window seat. Wow.
No, Babby does too, and y'all's is crazy, man.
Oh, I thought it was Babby that was complaining about the being too tall or something.
No, I am
Is
way
it
too
actually
tall to be
out?
sitting at the window seat.
If like I can't sit there comfortably, like I can't just like lean up against the wall because like I'm on the curb. That's how like tall I am. So it's like I can't like lean up against it without like breaking my neck off. So then I'm like
I slouch
slumped
usually,
over.
so it's either my legs get destroyed or my neck gets destroyed. But that happens on any seat on a plane.
Yeah, you're gonna lose one thing anyway, so just get comfy.
The middle seat's the worst, though. I think
No,
everybody.
everybody agrees the middle
Yeah.
seat is the worst.
It is absolutely horrible. Does the middle person get both armrests or one armrest?
Neither.
None.
Neither.
Mm-hmm.
I take
Nice.
one,
Well, you
but that's
keep
because
it-
Bab Jab's next to me, so I just
Oh,
use my alpha authority and get one. That's usually our method because we sit 2 and 2. Like my parents will be in the back, and then me and Bab Jab will be there. So like we always lean to the left. So like the person next to us has room, so they're not like bumping into us.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
So like I get an armrest, then Bab Jab gets the armrest for the window, and then we switcheroo. So
Oh.
Nice.
it's a very intricate setup. And I hope I don't have to fly for like another year because I hate it.
Just road trip.
No,
I
road
w-
trip's a lot worse.
I will take a
rather
goddamn
fly
road trip
trip.
to than a airplane. Fight me.
It depends how long of a road trip it is, and it depends on who you're taking the road trip with.
If it's more than 2 hour, well, let's just say it's more than 4 hours, then I'm not doing a road trip.
Then I'm taking road trip.
I
would
get
do-
headaches.
I would do a road trip from New York to LA, freaking stop twice, by myself. I would do that over a plane.
By myself, I would drive.
I love being by myself, and it is worth it to me.
I love
To
being
not-
in a car by myself, having the radio at 35 and just cruising.
Yeah, because the airplanes suck. Everything
Yep.
about the airplane experience sucks, and it is so much worth it to me to have an enjoyable experience where I can look out at the scenery, because I freaking love nature, man. I'm a crunchy boy, and I can
I'm
just
like the complete opposite.
I
I
can
like
just
planes because you can see the scenery like 10,000 feet in the air.
I like the
you can't
clouds,
see
definitely.
You can see
can't
the farm
see it.
so well, though.
you
In
can't
Iowa.
you can't see
I love
it.
when you right when you
Yeah.
take off, you get like all those different patches of land and like all the suburbs and stuff. I'm like, this
Yeah,
is cool.
and then better example because none of us have probably seen many mountains in our lives, but when I was in Greece, going over those mountains, going over those big islands, that was very nice.
Going over a mountain is nothing like driving by it, and you can
Through a
like
mountain.
you can look up at the mountain and be like, man, that's huge. But when you're at a plane, it's like, yeah, that's a bump. Come on, you can't take in
No, it still
the
looks
entire.
huge. It still looks huge.
I've flown over to frickin' Dakotas, you idiot. I know what a mountain looks like. Oh man, I haven't seen a European mountain. What? Get the. Oh, I almost. That was close.
You're really close.
Okay, first off, I didn't know you've been to Dakotas. Maybe you said once, but
I've been to the frickin' Devil's Mountain. That thing is a beaut, and if I flew over it, I would not have half the impact that it had on me if I walked up to it. A road trip, 10 times better than the airplane, even though it does hurt your tuchus.
It's got to come down to situation. Like for this one, Wisconsin to
know.
Virginia, I'm not driving. Because that's like an 18-hour drive.
I don't know. I just get a headache. Well, I've never
Especially-
driven more than like an hour, so I guess I wouldn't have that. But
Come on,
I
we
love
just
driving.
did a road trip, Paul, to freaking
I love
Davenport.
hmm,
We just did a road trip to Davenport.
That's true.
It's like 2
That was a good
hours.
oh,
It's like an hour and a half,
Okay.
both ways.
well,
I mean, he wasn't physically
Lion's
driving.
Den.
yeah,
Lions
I
Den.
know. I was.
I'm excited for the road trip down
Wait,
there.
what was I talking about again?
You were saying that you've never taken a road trip longer than an hour, and yeah.
Well, I've never driven more than an hour.
Yeah, he's never driven.
Like
Oh.
away. Yeah, farthest I've gone is like maybe farther than Grant's house in one direction, but I've not really gone far. But like, I might not mind driving alone, but if I'm just like the passenger for like when we used to go to Nebraska for like 4 hours, then I just get headaches and it just I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for the Iowa road trip because I'm driving my own car down there.
That's
Mm.
nice.
So me and Bab Jab are just gonna jam out and have a good old boy time.
Are you guys driving separate?
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
because I can't sit in the car for like 6 hours when it's all
Yeah,
4
that's
of us
me.
and we're sitting in a regular car.
Mm-hmm.
Because we usually rent a minivan and I get the third row and then we just put the seat down so I have leg room and that kind of thing.
There you go.
But I still get headaches and crap and it just ruins the whole thing. But when I'm
That is-
driving myself, it's
Yeah,
I just
love
want to do that
driving.
because I love driving my car and I
Yeah.
just want to do it.
Well, that and also I always have the temperature like as cold as it can get, so that helps stop the headaches.
I do windows no matter what, usually. Unless
Oh,
it's
I just
raining out.
blast the AC.
Yeah. But Bab Jeb's going to be in the car so I can have the windows down. But
Why?
because
Is he a picky man?
he doesn't like when, there's windows down so I'm doing 75.
Oh, that is loud, I guess.
Yeah, I drive interstate at 75 and have the windows down usually.
Hmm.
Because AC gives me a headache pretty quick.
Oh.
But the music at 35 doesn't for some reason, so. Whatever.
Yeah. It's like, I love taking those, like, country roads, man.
Yes.
Seeing those
Best.
rolling hills, even in Iowa. It's nice.
That's rare.
It's nice.
Virginia was beautiful.
I bet.
Like, we were in Yee country, the Confederate flags and everything all over the place.
Mhm.
But it was beautiful.
Yeah, the
There's
South
like
is
so many
nice.
trees. It was very nice.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. I don't like living in these freaking burbs.
Yeah.
It's not enough, like, nature and stuff, and all the nature that is here is getting torn down, and it makes me sad.
Yep.
Like, okay, you want to know how much the freaking it makes me sad? Because I was sweeping up in the shop on Wednesday, and I found a moth on the floor, and I'm like, oh no, the moth is dead. And I like poked it a bit, and I'm like, oh no, it is very dead. And so then I swept it up, and then I put it in the trash can, and then it starts flying around. And so then I reached my hand into the trash can and let it out, and then Josh was making fun of me. I'm like, come on, it makes me sad. It makes me sad to see it, like, struggling around. That's like, because, like, even when I'm, like, mopping and stuff, we get ants. I have to, like, get them all onto a sheet of paper because I don't want to drown them.
Yeah.
It makes me sad. So it's like, I don't want to see the freaking trees get cut down because I'm like, man, some squirrel just, like, lost his house. It makes me sad.
Make me so sad.
I just became, like, really crunchy in the past, like, couple months, and I don't know what happened, but it's like, man, I want to go out.
It's called growing up.
I guess.
Because I like nature a lot more now. I think it's coming from the fact that I'd rather stay inside and play video games, and I had that mentality for like the last 10 years of my life. So now I'm like growing out of that. I'm like, I want to go to every single national park I possibly can.
Oh, that would be so amazing. We should do a road trip to every single national park.
We should. That'd be great.
I'm still
We
not
went
out
to,
of that phase, so I
I know,
think
Paul. We know.
I
We'll
would
get
like. I would so much rather be doing a freaking nature walk. And I've been so sad that, like, every single time, like, today is a nature walk day. Like, something comes up. It makes me so mad. I just want to... I found this spot. Okay, it's the best spot ever. Like, it's gonna be so good for the nature walk. It's the ledges, again, but it's a different trail. And it's like, you're walking along, like, a creek, and then there's like the stones. They have like stones that stick out of the river and you can walk on them. I'm like, man, that's epic.
We should go there when I'm down.
Depends on how hot it is. I don't know if you're gonna want to.
Yeah, and how many people want to do a nature walk, which is just gonna be me and you, pretty much.
True. Nobody else likes nature walks except Grant, but he's gonna be in Italy. Actually, London.
Nah, he'll be in London.
Yeah,
He
is he
should,
in
I went to
London by
the,
now?
should be around.
I think he is.
It's
onto
it's
the-
been at least a week.
Like the botanical gardens in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
That was fantastic. They had like a Japanese garden, and we took like a boat tour, and it just took you out on the lake. You can see all the different birds and stuff.
That would be nice.
This is nice. I think there's one in Des Moines.
There is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've been
there.
to it before.
There's also one near me. I think I'm gonna go to it a lot.
I don't
It's,
really.
it's very relaxing.
No, it's very relaxing, but it doesn't like fill that like nature urge I feel.
True nature.
On-
Because
yeah.
it's like
Fun.
I'm in a house that has trees in it. Like, I
Well,
don't
this one
wanna
was
be
all
in a house.
outdoor.
You're
Oh,
a giant dome with the
Like,
trees in it.
There was a whole
basically.
bunch of different like forests and gardens. Like there was some stuff inside, but majority it was like outside. It was very pretty.
Yeah, I mean,
But there
if
was
it's
a lot of
mostly outside-
man-made stuff, so I feel like it doesn't really satisfy the full nature thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, I don't know like any good places because I was like not at all like a part of my childhood.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
don't think
didn't
Iowa's the
grow
best
up.
place for that.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of like parks and stuff, and like
Yeah.
you can just go out in nature. You can just drive out like 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
I mean, that's kind of like
Georgia,
what
on the other hand, though.
I don't know what Georgia's gonna.
The
I
place
mean,
is probably beautiful.
I can just like drive over a bridge. Well, actually, I won't have a car. I can just walk
Just
over
over
the
a
river, and then just I'm in South Carolina, which I've heard that there's a strip club right in South Carolina. So you know,
Okay.
your boy's gonna be going there a lot.
Hit the strip club and then go on a
Make
nature walk.
Tristan proud.
Like, yo, what's good? Any of you ladies want to accompany me on a hike?
On a nature walk.
I need
You
you.
might not know this, but I'm sponsored by Animal Planet.
I don't know what I'm gonna be sponsored by next time.
Alright.
I'm excited. I bought a new screen protector today.
Oh yay!
Getting ready for the nature walk for my new phone. I'm like, I gotta get a screen protector before I go out, especially if I'm going out on rocks. Like, I don't want to drop it and have
Yeah.
my actual screen shatter.
That would be the suck.
It already happened,
Mm-hmm.
so just saving myself
Hope that doesn't
there.
happen to your Google Pixel 3.
3A, important
3A.
distinction.
What color did you get?
Black.
Nice.
You can get just black or purple-ish.
Purple-ish.
Those are the official colors, and it made
Yeah,
me
I've seen
smile.
Google Pixel. Great phone. Would recommend.
Yeah, I really like it.
Jeb and my father to get Google Pixels.
It's a lot better than my Motorola, I'll tell you that, partner.
Yeah.
I mean, the camera on it's a whole lot better. I've noticed even taking those eBay pictures from my uncle, I'm like, man, this is a solid improvement.
Oh yeah, I took like 500 pictures on vacation.
Solid.
Turns out pretty good.
Yeah, well, they have like the night sight,
Yeah.
and you can roll them back, which is nice. If it's blurry, then you can just like
Mhm.
roll it back a few frames. That's like,
That
hey,
portrait
there we go.
is good too.
The portrait mode.
Yeah. You can like focus on something and then it uses the depth, whatever.
Oh,
Makes the rest blurry a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah. I use that a little bit. I feel like it's kind of cheap though, because I like to do that myself.
Mm-hmm.
I got to learn the camera quite a bit, and I realized that it sucks your battery way too fast.
Oh, probably.
I had to constantly charge my phone because I'd take 100 or 200 pictures, and then we got to get in the car and go somewhere else, and I'd have to charge it.
Well, that
So,
don't
like,
sound very.
aquarium and like a giant battleship, USS Wisconsin, which was very cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I got like tons of pictures that I have to get on the computer, and then I'll choose some, and then I'll Photoshop some, and then I'll just leave them on my hard drive for 10 years. Because that's what I like to do.
Yeah, I'm not a huge picture taker.
I'm kind of forcing myself to become one because I know I'm going to have to do it. And it was pretty fun.
I mean, I don't mind taking pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when I'm out and doing stuff, like, I would much rather just, like, be in the moment. I know it's, like, a boomer thing to say, but, you
Oh,
know,
boomers are all on their phones all the time.
that's true. Like, I'll...
Okay, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I
Speak your
actually
mind,
have
Paul.
something interesting
Speak your mind.
that happened to me actually today.
This better be a boomer moment.
Well, it has to do with phones and
Okay.
phone sites. I don't know. I don't even know if he was a boomer or not. Actually, I don't think he was. I was eating a breakfast with my brother and grandma this morning at Perkins, and so I was looking something up on my phone because we were talking about something. And this is a guy who came over, and he was sitting. I think he might have saw me on my phone, but he came over and was like, "Hey, get off your phone. Talk to your grandma." And then I was just staring at my phone like, just not gonna acknowledge this. Go away. It was just, yeah, it was uncomfortable.
Older people like to put
He wa-
themselves on a pedestal and try to
I
tell you
don't
what
even.
to do.
I think it might have been like 30 or 40, in the 30s or
Uh-huh.
40s.
Oh.
And he had a beer. Well, he had a beer gut because like you see it sticking out under his shirts. So I was just like, yeah,
Let's get
not
off the
gonna
phone
listen
there,
to you,
buddy.
friend.
Yeah.
He had like a really serious tone too. It actually made me feel kind of threatened, honestly.
Yeah, I bet. I don't know. Just don't let those people. I get a lot of crazy people.
Oh no, I was
deal
still
with
on
that.
my phone after he left.
Oh.
But yeah, well, it's very very nice. But yeah, Perkins, it was pretty good. I had one of their muffins, and it's very nice.
I don't
Yeah,
like
did you
Perkins.
talk to your grandma?
Well, yeah, of course.
I'll take. I'm an IHOP man myself.
I'm also.
Oh, I love
not,
IHOP too.
I don't
just
like
went
Perkins
to
at all.
Perkins, but
I'll honestly stick a pancake in my mouth and I'll be a happy boy.
Give me a George Webb, give me a Waffle House, give me an IHOP, but I'm
Oh,
not.
Waffle House. Oh man,
Waffle House.
that Southern cooking, man.
Oh
They
my
do
god,
not
it
mess
was
around.
amazing. We
Man.
got to Virginia and we like found a hole in the wall barbecue spot, and it was the best barbecue I think I've ever had.
That's just how they roll, man.
It was insane.
I went to. It was someplace in Savannah. Like we just like walked in and then we were like,
Mhm.
"Hey, is this a restaurant?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they just like gave us a burger, and it was just like, "Wow, how do you do
Yeah.
this, man?" I didn't even
Southern
notice on the
hospitality
plates.
is underrated too.
Except to black people.
You can't
whoa,
say
whoa.
It's true.
that. Elaborate.
in Yee country, come on.
Oh, okay.
Elaborate.
Like,
Someone
come
wants to
on.
not as smart. Elaborate.
What do you mean not as smart? Just go to like, imagine going to a southern place as a black person. Imagine going to like rural Georgia.
You're talking, yeah, deep rural south.
Yeah, I was like we went.
Virginia's kind of borderline
I've
south,
been to
but
Florida.
like, it was a
That's
nice
true.
mix of diversity, and it was great. Everybody was like really friendly, which was weird. But I'm also from Wisconsin, where everybody just despises each other usually,
Oh, I mean,
and like our state's borderline segregated. It's really bad.
Wisconsin is.
Yeah. It's either your city or you're not,
Oh,
and people live completely different. It's
Okay,
like
yeah, I thought you meant
I mean,
something else.
yeah,
but
I
that's
thought you were
better.
saying. I'm like, what?
you could put it that way too.
I know your school is like 98% white.
Oh yeah, no, that's another reason too. It's
Well, I'm-
segregated in that way.
Well, I mean that's everywhere though.
Not in Virginia. It was like 50-50 pretty much.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, the schools are gonna be segregated. Like, it's like a pretty big problem that we have in the U.S. that it's like not officially segregated, but like, you know, your
still is.
urban schools are going to be primarily black, and your suburban schools are going to be primarily white. And that's how it's going to be everywhere.
That's just how suburbs are.
That's just how everything is laid out. And so
Where all
then,
the
like,
white people live.
I mean, yeah. But like, yeah, it's like a big problem because like you're like white kids aren't growing up with like black kids, so it's like they're still
Exactly.
viewed as an other, which
And
is
we're running
problematic.
into the same issue we've had for hundreds of years in this country, and nothing's gonna change. But you know,
You don't need to get political. I was just bringing up a socio.
That's it. We're getting political.
I was
tonight.
too.
No, I don't think there's going to be any change, especially with like everything going down in Alabama and like everybody's getting all hot and bothered about that. We can't like address any other problems right now.
No.
It's like everybody's so fixated on one thing, and especially with, you know, the world ending here pretty soon. It's like,
God dang it! Not again.
we gotta fix this issue. We gotta fix this before we can discuss, you know, everybody dying.
Are
but
the
whatever.
Mayans saying that we're gonna die again?
No,
Aren't
just
Mayans.
Nah.
it's getting
Our
hot
Earth
in
is
here.
actually dying.
Is it the Aztecs?
Our Earth is
It's
going
getting
to
hot.
explode. It's getting a little bit steamy in here. I don't know if you've noticed.
I don't know. It's still like it's still gotten somewhat chilly.
Good thing global warming isn't real, am I right?
That's true.
Hey, that doesn't explain that it was in like the 40s like 3 weeks ago.
Yes, it does.
No, it would be getting warmer.
We pull this meme every time.
I know. It doesn't usually bother
It's just
me.
getting more and more
It's
sad
just-
every time.
I
we
know,
say
because it's like it's true. Like people actually think that.
it. I know.
It's like, oh, man, where's the global warming when you need it? Am I right, gamers?
That's
Well,
like
don't
that's
bring the
ironic.
gamers
but
into this.
There's been a
now.
handful of times where people have done that unironically, and I just want to like shut down.
Yeah, I know. I think my dad said that one time, and I'm like, how dare you?
I feel myself getting more and more triggered by stuff like that because I'm getting more and more fed up with it,
I know.
and I feel like I should not be triggered by anything like that because I used to never be triggered by anything. And now it's like I'm getting a little bit more angry when people bring up.
Well,
certain
now
things.
it's just like, come on, like the facts
I'm
are
sick of
out
it.
there.
Yeah.
How about you just like look at the freaking topic where it's like, come on, like how can you deny global warming at this
Yeah.
point?
Well,
Like,
well,
It's not
same
even just
reason
global
how
warming.
you-
I'll get mad at other stuff too.
Same reason, flat Earth. Like, there's always gonna be a lot
Yeah.
of like a huge group of the police. Something. Come on.
yeah, it's like the things that
I mean,
get
they're the
me
right
to-
group, but.
What was the other thing? Like we got together for my grandpa coming back from my grandparents coming back from Florida, and like somehow like socialism got brought up, and like
Could Finland be? Was it
I-
brought up?
no, it was just
Oh, that's
my-
like the best argument.
because my real grandpa. It's confusing, but I have two grandparents. I have like whatever.
Oh, yeah.
My real grandpa was like, yeah, I'd vote for Trump again. And then like all the like women, I guess, in our family were just like, oh no. I don't know. It's just what happened.
My family's like that, except most of them
Oh,
agree, and I just like
But yeah, that it makes me sad.
the art of keeping my mouth shut has become a very big thing I have to work on.
I didn't say anything, but then
Yeah,
it was
I
just
know,
like
usually.
at that point, then like my aunt was like, man, I'm gonna vote for Elizabeth Warren, and then my dad just like, horrible, despicable, and he just started like talking like Trump. I'm like, oh, I didn't know he was that fired up about it, and then like he was like, yeah, she's only good if you like socialism. Like,
Everybody's talking
why is that?
socialism into the world?
It's like it's not, and I don't know why everybody's like.
I think they're thinking the wrong socialism. It's been so glued into their brains that socialism is not the answer for anything.
If we didn't, okay, and plus, U.S. is already half capitalism and half socialism.
Exactly. It's
Because
just in a different way.
because if we didn't have socialism, we wouldn't have a police department. We wouldn't
Yep,
have
fire
like
department.
water.
Oh
you
my god,
know.
are we actually taking things from the government class in high school?
What?
Yeah, I know. It's actually
That's crazy.
stuff
Oh
is,
my
that we
God.
learned we're actually using.
I know, and I'm actually like interested in it because
like,
it's
oh,
literally
okay.
coming down to.
Except the teacher also wouldn't let me be in the Green Party in the practice elections. So
Dang it!
That's not
Yeah.
a real party. Let's get real here.
okay, Kevin also wanted to be in it, so it is real party.
It's one of those like.
It's real now.
It's about as real as the legalized weed party, where it's just like we have a single issue that we need to
Yeah.
deal with, and then what do we do from there?
Nothing.
I don't know if it would be. I don't know. Vote for whoever you want to vote for.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, whatever.
American Blue Shirt Society.
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah, that's the fascist party of America.
Oh.
They got a website and everything.
Who? Okay, now that one I'll never
Yeah,
understand.
that one no.
Okay, well they say they're more of Italy fascists, not Germany fascists.
Still fascist.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that still not a plus? Like, do we want a chancellor?
If people view socialism,
Germany
in that
has-
light, I don't know how they're gonna view fascism in any light.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Man. Oh, Well,
I feel like my mental state
Ideologies are
deteriorating
mixed.
is more about stuff I can't fix.
yeah, I know, that's what's tricky about it. Although I feel like more and more people, like, I've noticed recently a lot of people are like, hey, maybe we should be doing something about the environment. Like, the whole, like, planting trees. I feel like a lot of people are doing that.
You can't tell people anything unless it actually happens to them.
Yeah. But it did in Texas.
Yep.
Are we just gonna forget about the giant hurricane that blew off Joel Osteen's church, and like everybody was like, "Oh man!"
Or how we've hit like the tornado record already, and we're in June.
Like how can you look at that and
It's
be like,
insane.
"Oh, it's nothing."
Well, I mean, I never even knew that tornado record was a thing until just now, because I haven't seen a tornado. Well, I haven't seen a hurricane either, but a tornado in my life. So,
They're
I mean, I
scary.
didn't know
We're
about
gonna
that.
pass
That might be an
big
issue.
time.
So,
And the fact that it's been raining in Wisconsin for the past 3 weeks straight.
Oh, we've been hitting a drought.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah,
the
we
exact
had that,
opposite.
but
we've been getting way too much rain.
we've gotten
just
like
did a-
nothing.
we
It's
had
not
like
great.
that 2 weeks of straight rain, and now we just had nothing.
Although I think it is supposed to rain here soon. Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
But
and I
yeah,
think it rained a
it's been
couple days
hot.
ago too, didn't it?
It was one of those like overnights for like an hour.
Oh wait, heckin', when we were coming home from the D&D thing, it was,
was it
raining quite
raining?
a bit then. Yeah, it was raining. And that's how I was saying, oh heck yeah, this is why you wear a hoodie everywhere.
Oh, that's right. I remember why. Yeah, it's I don't know.
A light hoodie, of course.
Whatever, man.
How long would we
Oh
going?
yeah.
I just checked. We're at 122.
Nice. We've been having a lot
Felt
longer
like a lot.
podcasts.
We have a lot more to say.
We do. Well, it's been 2 weeks.
Hmm.
That's true.
And you said you had a ton of topics, but how many of them did we actually bring up?
We went through all of them pretty much.
Oh, we did.
Talked about the trip. We talked about
E3,
E3.
Black Mirror, my vacation.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think we really had too much of your vacation, though. What do you actually do, my friend?
Well, I went down there for a wedding,
Hmm.
which happened. That took up like half the vacation, unfortunately.
Oh.
But other than that, we did like aquarium, garden,
Oh, yeah, I guess you didn't mention those.
yeah, ship. Just a whole bunch of random stuff.
Alright, I just completely forgot. If anyone else is watching forgot, there you go, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I did that all on purpose, don't worry. I have my message.
This is Paul just using his timekeeping skills and making sure everybody's still in the loop.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of stuff, so.
Alright, so just in case we forgot about global warming, let's get back to that.
Care about the environment, please.
Yeah, plant a tree. I mean, it isn't gonna be enough to
It
stop it, but it'll
No.
help.
If China and India could do something, that'd be cool.
Oh, they won't do
can't.
anything.
No.
No, they won't.
Although there is that. What was that? I think I saw like one YouTube ad of it, but I've seen other things of it. There's just like this web browser that like, for every search will plant like 10 trees or something, and I was like, can you really do that? It's not like 10 trees per search, but it's like something like more trees per one search or something.
Yeah, it's good. I like the whole thing.
Mhm. Although I also did see some news articles somewhere that is that web browser actually legit, so
Oh.
I didn't read it,
I don't
but
know.
if I see it again, then I'll read up on that and report back.
Okay. That'd be good.
Report
'Cause I mean, like,
Where I
isn't
saw it,
Mr. Beast doing something crazy with trees now?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he
I'm
was.
sure he's going to.
I heard that, like, he's getting all of the, like, science-y channels. So you got your Vsauce, your,
Mhm.
like, ASAP Science, all of those. They're all getting together and they're gonna, like, buy this, like, huge acreage of land and plant a bunch of trees on it.
Nice.
I think it was for his, like,
20 million.
20 million, yeah. I think that's what he was doing. It was, like,
Yeah.
plant 20 million trees.
which I don't think that's happening, but he's still going to plan on.
He's yeah. I don't know. I don't think that's realistic to
That's
plan
gonna
that
be
much.
extreme.
realistic.
It's then again, Mr. Beast, but I still think it's
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
two fits of
Even
Mr.
for
Beast.
that guy.
You're gonna have like a huge company doing this.
I mean, like a lot of like science people. Like I saw like I think it was Bill Nye commented on it, or like some astronaut, another astronaut was like, "Yeah, whatever, do it. It's not gonna save us, but yeah, do it. It'll
Every
help."
little bit's going to help. at
It'll
this
give
point.
us another 5 hours of
Can't
life
control what
on Earth.
other people are going to do, so we're just going to try our best.
Yeah, I mean that's all you can do.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people
Better
are
than
getting
waving
more.
it off and not doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, like as much like crap as California is getting, like freaking, like plastic straws were bad. Just gonna say that. I'm not gonna. I don't have like a metal straw or anything. And
Well,
I think
I
it
was
was
in
Yeah,
Virginia.
those exist.
I was in Virginia, and they're getting rid of those.
metal
So I
straws.
think there was like, no, plastic
Oh,
straws.
plastic straws.
I
Yeah.
think there was like 2 places where you could get a plastic straw, but otherwise they give you no straw or they do the paper straws,
Yeah.
which like
Paper
I don't really
straws.
care.
I mean,
They get kind of beat up quicker, but I don't really care.
yeah. I mean, it's worth it, man.
It's worth it. My dad and Babjab complained about them the whole time, but I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Come on,
I
guys.
just drink right out of the cup. I'm not using a metal straw.
I can't
don't
tell
really
them
like
anything,
that.
so I keep to myself because I'm gonna snap
I know.
on multiple things. I'm gonna snap.
That's it. We have to have a boy meeting with those two.
Well, it's actually all 3.
All right, we gotta have a boy meeting with all 3.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
gonna snap one of these times, and it's not gonna be good.
That happened like right at like we had that thing, the meetup, and then like right after I was like, how can you even like do this? Like say that because they were going off on some
Yeah.
like some real like not
My whole
great stuff.
family
I
does.
was just like, how can you even do that? And then they were just like talking me down, and then like they were just joking about it the next day. They're like, oh well, I can't do this or else I'm gonna make you mad. I'm like
Like that's not everybody thinks that
how
like immediately. It's like the most stereotypical thing.
it's like, oh, you're some sort of snowflake. I'm like, I'm not saying I'm like a special person.
Yeah.
Like, why is that like?
Nobody. There's a small
not-
percentage of people far left that think that.
And that's
I'm
like
talking
the
far
triggered
left.
people. It's like,
Yeah.
like the SJWs,
Yeah.
like.
I don't mess with that.
That's dumb. Who cares? We
I
have
don't mess
bigger
with that.
fish to fry than a racist white guy calling a Native American an Indian. We have like, no offense, James, but
I don't.
just saying. I'm not saying racism should be tolerated. That was a bad example. I'm trying to think
I know what
Oh,
you're
no.
saying.
like the whole
It's these
like
small issues that are being taken care of. Instead of doing the name thing, talk about how institutional racism is still going on in the country instead of some little nickname that people don't like.
where it's like we need,
Snowflake's funny in a meme, but like don't say it in real life.
I don't even like the memes anymore. I
Or
can't
on
go
a
on
shirt.
iFunny
just
because
put it on a shirt.
I get so mad every time I go through iFunny
yeah, it's like imagine if this
because
app
these
was
people
mostly
actually
left.
trigger me because people actually believe this stuff.
I know.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of getting arguments there, and I've just tried to stop doing that, and I actually.
with people.
I don't even try arguing.
No,
I'm just like,
I hate when I do it because I'm like, God dang it, stop replying to me. I'll stop replying, just please. And then there's
Yeah.
that person that I'm like, you know what? I give up. You do you. I'm gonna stop replying. And then he's like, oh yeah, you just don't know what to argue. And I'm like, God dang it, I have to reply.
Yeah, it's. I don't know, man.
state of the world.
It suck. Well, just
It
the state
really
of
suck.
like, just our country as a whole
Okay,
is
yeah,
just
our
like.
country.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Other countries, they have their problems too,
Yes.
but just our country is so divided.
I used to think we were so far ahead of everybody until I realized that we're definitely not.
Yeah, I think it was 2016. Like that
Yeah.
was the year where just like everything just like,
I had to sit
Crashed.
down and be like, wait a minute, what is happening?
and I don't know what's gonna happen in 2020
I don't know.
because I don't know. This could be like the first time that like a president doesn't get like a second term just because he's the president, because I feel like everybody's been hating on this guy, but that's what I thought last time.
Not taking account for everybody over the age of 50 who doesn't speak out about it, and they all support him.
I know.
Mm.
I don't know how. Like, how
A
can you be
really
like, how can you look at like this guy and be like, yeah, he's good?
I'll talk to my parents about it, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I agree, he's a moron." But I'm like, no.
But yeah, he
Don't do buts.
don't do but. He's an it. Well,
This
no.
guy is uneducated. He doesn't know what he's doing.
No.
He's a puppet to the party.
Yeah, he's
He
a
has
moron.
fucking powers. That's all he's got.
He's a moron, but he is our president. Like, yeah, okay.
I don't care if
Like,
he's our
why?
president
I'm not
or
gonna
not.
vote for him just on that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because we have like, I don't know who else running. Like, I don't know if I want to vote for Joe Biden either. I don't know
voting
anything
for him.
about for anybody. I don't know any of the candidates.
I'm waiting a little bit before I do research.
Yeah, and one thing I'm gonna recommend this to any of our future voters out there: vote absentee. If your state allows it, do absentee voting. Vote by mail, and then they'll send you your ballot early, and then you can on each of the things you vote on, you can look up the people as you're voting, because you can't do that when you're doing it in real. So
actually, he is pretty smart.
yeah, you can just what is because you'll get to those way out in the back where it's local comptroller, and you're like, oh, what does that even do? And then you can look it up and be like, okay, actually this would be good, because some of those you don't know anything about, but they actually impact you.
Right. And it's like they pressure you to get it all in one thing, and nobody knows what it is going into it.
So you just vote on the name, but that's
Yeah.
dumb. Vote for people who you actually care about. Vote
Not
absentee.
dumb.
No, I voted in real my first time.
Yeah.
In 2018, but that was just a midterm. So I looked up as much as I could. I looked up state senator and all that stuff. And then it got to that end, and I'm like, man, I don't know any of this, so I just left it blank. I didn't want to vote for anybody.
That's probably a better idea.
And so I'm just like, okay, I'll vote for absentee, because on the president stuff, that's important. I feel
That's
like I need to
super
do
important.
a lot of stuff, and I'll probably want to do it as I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So Iowa does allow for voting by mail, so I'm probably gonna do that.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can do that.
Yeah, I think I might actually do that.
Wow, just a tip. I think it's a
It's been
cool
an
idea.
educational episode.
Plus, I think a lot of states are starting to repeal their ID laws,
Yeah.
which is, I think I don't really know
Whatever.
much about that. I know that, a lot of people. I don't really think that people should be barred from voting, but I do think that there should be something that.
Right.
Because you do have to be a citizen. I think that's probably important that you
'Cause
should.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah.
what Florida's doing is, depending on if they're a felon or whatever, depending on the felony, they're relieving that so they can vote again,
Oh,
which I think is good, because if you get pulled over
yeah.
and you have marijuana in your car and you get a felony for that, should you really not be able to vote for the rest of your life?
Yeah, that's dumb.
Kinda.
And that takes away a lot of people, believe it or not, because small little felonies like that can add up pretty quickly
Well, yeah.
for small little things, and then that takes away a lot of people's rights. So then you're silencing those people.
Well, plus, if you think about how our society, meme, is
I hate that I have to,
is
Lighting the mood.
is set up. The majority of people who get these small felonies are African American people.
Yep.
So it's oh, well, now we're just going back to only white people can vote, because now all of the frickin' black people who grow up in impoverished areas,
yeah.
they get pulled over and they're just trying to survive, and they can't vote forever now, and now they're silenced for the rest of their lives, even though they got a felony when they were 16.
Mm.
That is dumb.
People don't realize that.
Yeah.
that's
A lot of
still
people
how it's
refuse
set
to
up.
believe that.
But
A lot
you
of
got
people
their-
are we need to stop giving free handouts because just get a job. They don't realize how difficult.
Yeah,
it
that's
is
how my
compared
dad is.
on what your situation is. Like, take yourself being born in a poverty-stricken area. You don't have a father. Your mother's single and has 2 jobs just to pay the bills. You don't have anybody to look up to or any education. So what do? You go hang out with people that are in the wrong crowd, and then you get a felony by 16, and now what do? You're stuck.
You're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Nobody's gonna want to hire you. Yeah,
it's so hard, man.
people don't want to hear
We
it.
have it so good, and we can sit here and we can talk about, you know, road trips versus airplanes, and literally none of that
Stupid
matters.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it does if you're traveling, but yeah.
That's why I like to educate myself, because I'm like, I got it pretty good. My problems probably don't mean anything to other people.
Mm-hmm.
I got such little problems compared to a lot of the other people.
Yeah. That's
So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do stuff for me all the time. And that's what I do when I vote. I'm like, okay, I have it good. I have everything I'd ever want. So I'm going to lay off on myself for a little bit, and I'm going to take into account other people that I'd like to see succeed as well. And I'm not going to vote just because I'm going to get an extra whatever.
And actually, a Tootsie Roll.
also.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. You can vote absentee in Wisconsin.
Good.
Just gonna say that.
I'll be doing that probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And we'll see in 2020. I still don't know anything. I feel like in 2016, like, it was so hot. Like, I freaking knew everything about everybody. Like, it was
That's
like...
because there was going to be a new president for sure.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, even, like, the Democrats, they just had, like, 2. It was just Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, pretty much. And then there was, like, 13 Republicans. And I freaking knew all of them. It was, like, Ben Carson,
Yeah, me
Jeb
too.
Bush, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, Donald Trump.
Yep.
Like, all those were, like, the core 6. And, like, I mean, there were others, obviously. But, like,
Yeah.
like, I knew all of them. And now it's just, like, there's the Yang guy, Joe Biden. I think Bernie's going again.
Oh, yeah.
Donald
Warren.
Trump's running again. Elizabeth Warren.
Pete,
Pete? I don't even know.
what's his last name? I forgot. He's the openly gay one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Beto, Texas boy,
Oh.
lost to Ted Cruz somehow.
All right. How?
I don't know.
How do you lose to Ted Cruz?
Texas.
I guess, yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz.
You might win it in Texas.
Ted Cruz, I thought that he might have won the presidency in 2016. He was, like, up there for a
Thank
while.
God he didn't. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, like...
But
Well, no, Donald Trump was a meme.
yeah, no, like, I feel, I hate the way I thought when I was 16, because I was all about the meme. Now I'm 18, I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm glad that they don't let 16-year-olds vote. I'll just say
God,
that.
I'm so happy.
I probably... No, I don't think I
I
would have
would've.
voted. I don't think I would have
I
voted
think
for
I
Trump.
would have.
I think... I actually don't know who I would have voted for. Because when in 2016, my mom was, like, so anti-Trump. She was like, I'm going to vote for this third-party person, even though I know it's a wasted vote. Which it's not. It's not a wasted vote.
No.
If they
You'll
get...
learn about that in government,
If
too.
they-
Can we
That's
please
why
just take
Trump
away
won.
parties?
Well, no, we can't do that. Even if we get rid of the 2 parties, there's going to be 2 more parties that come back because
Yeah, I know. I
It's
know.
lit-
it's
Literally
just how it
impossible.
works.
Yeah.
Unless you want a monarchy,
Unfortunately.
pretty much impossible.
It's just how our government works, and there's no way around it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been republics since republics were a thing, really.
It's a good and a bad thing.
Yeah. You get to voice your opinion, but you get to voice your opinion. Well, everyone gets to voice your opinion, I should say.
Right. But
That's how it's kind of set up, but also
people
that's
vote.
not.
Yeah.
People will vote for parties over people and policies.
Yeah, I'm glad that they kind of repealed that, because like that's how the ballot used to be. You would just vote
Yeah.
Republican or Democrat,
Yeah.
and now it's like you can. Oh, I want to vote this on this, but I feel like a lot of people don't do that, which is unfortunate.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You should be voting by policy and not by party. And another important voting tip: vote when you're looking up what they say. Don't look at what they say when they're campaigning. Look at what they've said before they announced that they were running for presidency.
Story.
Because that's how they actually feel. Because they aren't gonna be like, I
If you
mean,
want an example,
yeah.
just head to Twitter.
I mean, yeah. Like, I think there was something like,
You just go to Donald Trump's Twitter from probably 2015.
well, like, even
No,
if
I'll do like 2014.
if you wanna, yeah, if you wanna go down that path, you can, like, Donald Trump's the obvious heavy hitter, but even like Hillary Clinton in like 2010 was anti-abortion.
Yeah.
And then she comes in 2016 and she's like, women's bodies. And it's like, come on, we know that you were in New York, you banned abortion as the governor.
Getting those abortion votes.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just saying.
No, not either.
I'm just saying, like, that's like, come on. If you're gonna vote for her on that topic, know that she banned it in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You think she's just gonna not do it again because she said it to get your vote? No.
No.
And I'm not just saying that because it's Hillary Clinton.
No.
I'm saying I would say that about literally anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ever. If you're running, you gotta get as many people as you can in order to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what it is.
But even like in 2016, they did Bernie so dirty. I'm not even a Bernie
really
Sanders like fan. I don't really know anything about him. But man, when those emails got leaked, man, I felt so bad. Like, come on.
I don't know, his emails got leaked.
No, not his. The
Hillary.
the DNR. What is it called?
The Democratic
Whatever.
Democratic National.
Well, that's the DNC.
Yeah.
The Democratic National Convention. Whatever. Like the main party heads.
Yeah.
It was basically like, yeah, we need to make sure that Bernie Sanders loses because there's no way that he's going to beat Trump. Basically. But it was like, it was some dirty stuff, man. They were like rigging stuff. And I feel like nobody really talks about that.
No.
No, that should be really talked about. They're rigging elections, really.
No, they were not.
But not like
that's a trigger
rigging
word.
elections, but
That's a different story.
I mean, yeah, like within the party, they were like,
yeah.
no, let's move away from Bernie.
Yeah.
But like, they were gonna make people like change their vote based on something they were doing. It sounds like that's kind of what I meant.
He's all messed up on any side.
Yeah.
It was busted. 2016 was just the worst, man.
And now we got 2020.
Which is why I'm terrified.
I'm actually not sure. Like I kind of felt like I could feel it like a week before 2016. I'm like, yeah, I mean it's got to be Donald Trump. Like I don't know why. I was just like I don't know what about it. I was just like I mean like I can't see Hillary Clinton on the
No, I can't either.
On the I was about to say the throne, but that's not exactly it.
That's a little
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember waking up the day after, and then my mom was like, Trump won. I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean, I kind of saw that coming.
Yeah.
But
little did we know.
Yeah, it's just like, either way, it was going to be like, I'm not a huge fan of either of them. I'll just say that right now.
I don't care for either of them in the slightest.
Which I'm glad that I didn't vote. I couldn't vote in 2016 because that would have been a really hard choice.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was a hard choice for a lot of people.
I also feel like people don't want to be wrong, so they're still going to defend their choice.
That's
just humans.
That's true.
This is humans.
I think that's what's happening with my family.
It's like the whole
they can't see that they've
well, that's just human nature, so
yeah.
It's the whole
if you're wrong, you want
if you're wrong, you get
like it's okay. Pain. You can criticize him.
Yeah.
You don't have to defend him. You don't have to defend any president.
But then there's also the people that be like, "Hi, you were wrong. You suck." So that kind of makes them defend even more. So.
Yeah, it just
I
makes
don't
them
think
defensive.
it's like that as much anymore.
Probably
People are
not.
more willing
But...
to be like, yeah, thank you for listening, or at least trying to listen.
That's how I try to act when I'm wrong. I'm just like, okay, I kind of realize I'm wrong. Let's just end this.
Because most people will just like argue back and forth, and there won't be like any
Oh, no.
conclusion or anything getting thrown around because it's just insulting.
Mm-hmm.
They're not actually debating anymore.
Yeah, that's
Which is why I'm glad I had a debate class my senior year of high school, and I hope they keep that in there.
they should. Knowing how to like healthily like talk with someone who has a different viewpoint than you is
don't
so
make it
important.
personal. Keep it in the debate.
Yeah.
And, like, bring up relevant topics. Don't stray away from the issues like everybody seems to do.
Well, even like getting a class like that will help. Not only just like being able to talk with that, it'll help like, talking with relatives about stuff, or like even like arguing with like your partner. Just like that would, it's important to know that you're not like attacking the other person, you're attacking the issue.
You're attacking their ideas.
Well, like, not their ideas. I would say the issue overall. It's like, it's not like this whole like gun control thing. It's a very hot topic, and I feel like everybody is trying to solve the main problem, which is kids are getting shot a lot, and and it's like everybody's coming from the viewpoint that we need to stop it, but instead of saying okay, let's attack the issue of kids getting shot, it's let's attack the issue of the other side says this.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I feel like that's how I don't know about the majority, but that's how the loud people are. They're like, man, these libtards think that taking away guns will do it. But it's like...
Or the people that live by the Constitution and then fail to realize all the other things in the Constitution that they don't follow.
Yeah. I mean...
Everybody's a hypocrite. But...
Everybody's a hypocrite. And who am I to frickin' say anything? I'm literally nobody. So...
Me too.
I mean, not to just like disenfranchise myself right there, but I mean, like I'm not an important person. I figure I know stuff, but that's only because I care about these issues, and I like knowing things.
I like to keep an open mind when I go into anything.
Yeah, I think going into something with the assumption that you're either going to be for it or against it is very foolish. It's like, yeah.
I think I do that pretty well with most things.
I do it for the most part, unless Kyle brings up something and then I automatically dislike
him. Then, yeah, that's skewed.
It's like, man, I don't want to like anything this guy likes.
We almost got through a whole episode without dissing Kyle.
He's the worst guy. He's the worst guy.
And don't worry, viewers, he doesn't watch these, he won't know.
I don't care. He already knows I know that he's the worst guy ever made.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
No, we're not going to talk about that. We already passed our record, by the way.
Good.
We're at 148.
Our record.
And what I'm gonna do.
Talking today.
Didn't we have 2 hours when we had Grant or something?
No, it was 144.
Like 145.
Oh.
Now
like 2 hours. Let's reach 2 hours.
No,
I think we're just gonna go for a close here. I've said what I've said. I said my piece.
Sidetrack thing.
We didn't even do our song of the week.
No.
Come on, we gotta make it 2 hours.
No, it's fine. Well, I don't want to drag it on. I feel like we had some good conversation this week. I don't want to ruin it.
We had an important conversation this week.
Yeah. There was some good stuff in there.
And we were gone last week, so
yeah,
we can have a longer one.
Yeah, I'll just remember that after like half an hour I don't have to edit it, because I don't know if I want to listen to it back again.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot, and I don't know.
Just making
you didn't make
unedited.
Any oopsies this week.
No.
And you didn't tell yourself to put anything in.
I did in the
Alex
beginning.
put in-
I put in like the Florida man, the guy with the cute mustache.
Yeah.
There was some other stuff in the beginning, but after like a certain point, I think I'll know when to cut it. But whatever.
Cut it.
I guess that's kind of like the first time we ever really went hard on the podcast. So I hope you guys liked that.
I think we're finding our groove.
We didn't even need Grant this time. We got almost 2 hours.
I think we're finding our groove.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
We're getting. I think I'm getting more confident saying what I.
Yeah. At first, I'm like, I don't want to say anything that's gonna be misinterpreted, but
Yeah,
we're getting there.
that's what's hard listening to it back. There's like this. Like there's this principle when you're drawing. I forget what it's called, but it's basically where. When you finish a drawing, you tend not to like it as much because you're already better than you were when you started because you went through the process of like practicing. And it's basically like that when I'm listening to it back because I'm like, man, I could have worded this better, or
I do the same thing.
because I suck at talking. It's like one of my
Me
worst
too.
attributes about myself. Like I stutter and I just say things wrong. But it's kind of hard to listen to myself back.
We're getting better though.
It's getting better, but
I
it
still
used to
wouldn't
be a
listen
whole lot
myself, but
worse.
yeah.
I'm getting more confident in myself, and I think that kind of shows. I'm kind of excited to see where this podcast goes, because more excited in the fact that 15 years from now I can see the
Go from 1 to 15
the growth
progression.
and it's just how I expressed myself back now. I don't know.
15 years from now, you're just watching podcasts about us talking about politics and music.
Well,
It's important.
I don't know. It's an important part in our life. This is a
I
very
know.
big transitional time.
I bet when you
The
listen
most
to them, you're
transitional
gonna
time.
giggle a couple times.
It's crazy.
This is I think it's cool that we talk about stuff like this because when we go back, this is documenting what we thought about these issues at this time, and then now
this should be
we'll
used
know
against us.
That's not exactly what I was saying. I was just saying it'll be interesting to see how we changed.
I know, me.
Paul's gonna be like a motivational speaker. He's gonna look back at this and I'm like, yeah, this is it.
This is how it all started.
This is
the
how
Boy
Paul
Time
understands.
podcast.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
hope
no future would I be a
We're fine with doing it
motivational
longer because
papers.
we got some long boys recently.
Yeah, that was.
I do like the longer ones though, because it gets better as it goes on.
It does tend to, yeah.
Because it's almost midnight.
It's always weird to start them.
Yeah, starting is always the hardest part.
Yeah.
But
I'll try to work on it eventually.
yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know. There's no manual on how to start a podcast.
No.
It's just that this is our first one out of many, because we're gonna start a whole series.
Oh yeah.
Shane wants to start one with us. I was talking with him today. He wants to start one called Boy Time After Dark.
Oh god.
Just something like that, because he wants it to be not safe for work and have him be a regular.
No, I'm cool with that.
We could just stream on Twitch.
We could stream on Twitch.
We could just trucker game on Twitch. That'd be relaxed. We can chat just Boy Time podcast.
I mean,
No,
we
I
are
think if we did
chatting.
that, we'd have to do webcam.
I know.
Have an
Oh, you
actual
don't have to do webcam. I'm
You don't
not
have to,
that
but it'd be
sure of
cool.
myself yet.
Oh, I don't mind.
We'll get there. I don't mind.
And also, I didn't go buy a webcam, so
I think it helps if I show myself more,
Mm-hmm.
because then I'm I get desensitized from it.
Yep.
So I don't really care as much.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Because when I made those video sketches for Dragon TV when I first started out, it was suck. And then you just learn to see yourself. And it isn't that bad.
You're trying to take many leaps of faith, and it's very weird. And hard. But you gotta do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess something started first on Twitch, and then I'll eventually do face cam. I don't know.
Eventually.
Didn't you already have a Twitch wall?
You already have
Yes.
a dedicated Twitch following.
I'm also dying right now, but
I subscribed to you, by the way. The Boy Time Podcast subscribed to your YouTube channel.
To mine?
wait, whose?
Paul.
Oh. I look at my subscriber count so rarely I did not notice. How many do I have?
Paul's
8.
YouTube?
Yeah. No videos. No playlists. I can't even see who he's subscribed to.
Nice.
I've made like 2 videos, and one of them was Minecraft related, and I was just a video that shows someone.
Am I the only person that has never made a Minecraft YouTube video?
I think
Maybe.
so. I have no clue why the people subscribed to me. I just made that Minecraft video and that's it, and I deleted it like half a year later. I don't know who's. Can't check who subscribed to you, right?
If they have their subscriber count, if they
Oh.
have who they're subscribed to known, then you can see who's subscribed to you.
Wow.
Otherwise, you can't.
How do you check that? Because I don't do much on YouTube except search for videos.
So you'll go to your YouTube studio.
YouTube Studio, okay, I know how to do that.
We'll do this after
We can
the
end the
pod.
pod.
Okay, sounds.
We're rambling.
No, this is a tutorial on how to do this in case
No,
they.
that's fine. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I think this one was maybe a turning stone. I don't know what I'm saying.
No, I agree.
Turning stone. I don't think that's a
I
real
agree.
saying, but it is now.
I mean, you can
Stepping
turn a
stone.
stone.
Stepping stone. Turning point.
Turn of the page. Turning point. That's what it is.
Turning point and stepping stone. Just a mix of the two.
Yes.
I hope you guys liked it. And now that I think we are older and wiser, 3,